All year, I had to hear, Leon, are you going to get Cyberpunk 2077? I think you should get Cyberpunk 2077. Why aren't you going to get Cyberpunk 2077? It's an amazing game. It's going to be the best game of the century. It's going to be the game that changes the gaming industry. And newsflash, I never wanted Cyberpunk. This game was nothing I was ever going to purchase. This was nothing on my radar. This is a game that wasn't interesting to me. This is a GTA type clone in my eyes. And if you were enjoying the game, or if you are enjoying the game, or if you wanted to purchase the game, fine, good. That's not my problem. That's not the issue at hand here. The issue is the game basically being buggy to all hell and essentially being a PS1 game for the people who still have last gen consoles. And when I say that, there's going to be the knee-jerk loser who's going to sit there and type in my comments saying, oh, well, actually, the game is performing well on the PC and it's actually performing well on the PS5. That's not the problem. If you're enjoying the game on the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, fine. This isn't about you. This isn't about your fun experience. It's about the people who paid for the game thinking that it was going to be stable and actually be something they can enjoy on last gen because they're not as fortunate as a lot of people to have a PC that runs at amazing rates. They don't have PS5s and Xbox Series X's. They have the last gen consoles and they're going to have them for the next few months, possibly for another year, depending on how much these damn virgins like to scalp these next gen consoles. So when you see these graphics looking like utter shit, you have to question, if this game was being delayed all throughout the year and this game was like a 7-year process, wouldn't you think that even as the years go by and they're developing this thing for the next gen consoles and they're upgrading it to where it's stable to perform on the next gen consoles, don't you think at least it would be something that's stable to be on last gen as well? Wouldn't that be the smart thing? And all the people that says, oh, it's a 7-year-old console, of course it's gonna have problems. No shit. It's a 7-year-old console, but even still, you have to create a game that's stable. The shit I've seen with Cyberpunk on last gen isn't stable. This shit is piss poor. And the fact that this company, CD Projekt Red, actually came out and just dropped this thing on people and really didn't show people how this was gonna look makes me fucking laugh, especially when you had all these reviewers coming out of nowhere saying, oh, the game's racist. Oh, this game makes me feel bad. Oh, this game is sexist. Why were you talking about that and not what the fucking game looked like? Were you trying to woke your way into shutting this game down? You could have easily just did a review on the PS4 version and everyone would have saw that and said, no thanks. For all the people that's dick sucking this game and saying, oh, it's just a bunch of people complaining. Oh, you're all just trying to get some clout. Oh, you're just wanting to get attention. That would be valid points if it wasn't for CD Projekt Red admitting to the fact that they fucked this up. They admitted it. So any knee-jerk reaction from the dick-sucking fanboys goes out the window. Because why in the fuck would I listen to an individual who's just dick-sucking? Why would I listen to them instead of the motherfuckers who created the damn game, who spent years developing the game? And if they say they fucked up, guess what? They fucked up. No matter how much you want to sit there and grandstand that the game is the next coming of Jesus, they fucked this up. And furthermore, why would you sit there and think that you are holier than thou than the motherfuckers who created the game? Honestly, let's sum it up like this. Who would you rather have sex from? A individual who doesn't know what a dick looks like, who doesn't know where the clitoris is, or would you rather fuck someone who's going to rock your world and give you the best sex possible because they're experienced and they know how to work the body? If you're a smart human, you'd pick the motherfucker that's gonna make you come till you come drop. And what bothers me is that all you people with these PCs and you next gen console holders, you're gonna sit there and bash the people who aren't as fortunate as you. And if you're doing that, fuck you. Like honestly, fuck you, because these people spent their money on something that they were passionate about. They wanted this. They hoped that this would be a fun experience. And I'm hoping that they're not as stupid to think that a PS4 version of a game is going to look the same on other platforms, because it's not. But when you have these different platforms, you're going to have differences in them. At least make each one of these motherfuckers stable. And the fact that Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, whatever the fuck, admitted that they weren't doing it, that leads me to believe that they just said fuck it. They were delaying the game just to make sure it's stable on the next gen. But for you last geners, yeah, fuck you. And it's nice and fine that they're letting you get refunds, and they're gonna patch the game, and it's going to be this great thing once we get the updates out. This should have been something you were working on. This should have been something you had completed before releasing the game. And to all the people sitting there saying, oh, well, you all were complaining about the game being delayed, and now you're whining about, oh, it should have been delayed again. I agree with you. If you were one of the people complaining that this game was getting delayed, and then you got it, and then you're saying, oh, it should have been delayed again, you are a hypocrite. But as for me, when I was hearing that this game was getting delayed, you know what I thought? It's a good thing. Because they want to make sure that this type of situation doesn't happen. But because they sat on their asses and only focused on one thing, guess what? This fucking situation happened. And so hopefully anyone who still has hope for the game on the PS4 and Xbox One, yeah, get an update that changes everything and makes it stable. I'm not talking about graphics wise where Keanu Reeves comes out of the game and just touches you long style. I'm just meaning that you play it and it's stable. For all the people on next gen reporting crashes, I hope you have a fun time on it. For the people on PC, I hope you have a fun time with it, because it's a video game and you want to have fun with it. You don't want to sit here and play a broken pile of shit. So if you're waiting for a patch, I hope you get it. If you said, fuck it, CD Projekt Red, you're nothing but scum, I hate you, and you want your refund, go get your refund, because apparently they're letting you get them. And honestly, this should be a lesson for everybody. Stop hyping up these games that clearly are marketed towards one thing and they're not showing you everything else, because it's a recipe for fucking disaster. We all remember Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs should have been the lesson for every fucking gaming company to not do this shit ever again. And because Cyberpunk, the game that everyone claimed was going to be better than sex, came out and it was abysmal for a bunch of people who still have these last gen consoles, history should be something that we don't repeat ever again. But that's me. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below if you enjoyed. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.